Hello beautiful people and welcome. Today's reading is about Libra season, time period of 23rd of September until 22nd of October. The time I'm filming this video is a little bit later than I expected, so we almost through the first decan of Libra and moving into the second decan in 2nd of October. But I will see it, the way I set up the reading is that we look what the beginning of the season will bring, the middle and the end, so the kind of a journey of the Libra season. So we're still on time, which is good, great. So a little bit about Libra and what Libra season brings. The key phrase is I balance, and it looks closely to it, 7th house issues. Which is significant relationships and how we partner with people and interact in partnerships and reveal perhaps some relationship patterns. The 7th house in Libra is ruled by planet Venus, and it's planet of love and values, both in romantic way as well as what we value in life as well, and physical like finances as well, is ruled by planet Venus. The key words for Libra season is harmony, companionship, balance, cooperation, intellect, beauty, and music. Normally it's like when we're talking about art forms, it's all art forms, but especially music. At least this is how I see it, the Libra. Yes, so we're gonna look into relationship patterns, how we interact, what's come up in in significant partnerships such as marriage, work partnership, friendships, you name it, and we evaluating our values and what we desire during this time between 23rd September and 22nd of October, and trying to bring a balance in inner and outer world and in our relationships as well. So it's mainly in a nutshell what the Libra season is bringing and what it's all about. So according to your sign, just go and click the timestamps below, and I see you at your timestamps. Hello, my beautiful Capricorn people, Capricorn suns. This is the reading for you for Libra season. So we're gonna separate the reading into 3 time frames. So we start with the first, what is the opening message for the season, the middle and the end. So the first time frame is 23rd of September until 2nd of October. Let's see what the Capricorn suns, what the Libra season brings for you. Love. So the season is ruled by a Venus, which is a ruler of love, planet of love and romance and values, and also it looks like more in this card, it looks like a romantic love, but love and care and caring relationships in general, harmonious relationships. And I did not read what it says, let me read this one. Your relation with yourself and others need reassessing. Open up to love others by unblocking negativity. Embrace love without fear. Make it unconditional. And the thing with unconditional love is difficult because often we come from a place of fear and control and ego. And definitely it's the hardest thing is to do, to allow things to flow and speak from your heart, because nobody wants to get hurt. So therefore there has to be some sort of, especially being a Capricorn, there has to be some sort of structure, understanding, so you have the control. But in terms of love and relation, there's very little that you can control. You can control your responses to the relationship and your reaction, and choose to respond rather than react to the triggers in the relationships. And what does it mean to love unconditionally? We talk often like, what does it mean to you, unconditional love, and being loved by loved unconditionally by somebody else? It's love. What I can, the best example, what I can offer in my eyes, is loving your child unconditionally, your animals unconditionally, your plants unconditionally. This kind of love, your mother, father, sister, brother, depending your family structure and your life and relationship structure and pattern. But that's how I would say it's just loving a person or a thing regardless they respond to you. Just loving for sake of love. Let's clarify this. Letting go. Letting go is not giving up. Sometimes it is the first step towards success. So letting go of control, to control someone and how things work out. Allow it to flow and love unconditionally. If you love someone, or because we talk about 7th house topics, that is loving somebody unconditionally, that sorry, mental break. Unconditionally, loving somebody unconditionally is allowing them to be them and allowing yourself be you, and love them anyway and love yourself anyway, and respect who you are and respect who they are. And the Libra season reading is about people rather than animals, but I'm not limiting that. Let's have a look on 3rd of October until 12th of October. And you got inspiration. And it says ideas, spark, conception and impulse. So definitely the impulse for you is to control, trying to control situations and people, and love, and measure love. That's the other question. What comes, just popped in. How do you measure your love and how much you give and what does it mean? And that's a pretty difficult. Can you measure love? That's the question. And does your loving relationship, do they inspire you? Do you still have spark? And do you think if you can't control, the fact is you can't control others, and then it's just kind of like you will recognize love by being inspired by love. Love inspires, and you feel those sparkles and passion and just like impulse to just take care, and because they inspire you. But when you start conditioning and controlling, you're putting them into the box and you start losing the spark because you're trying to understand, put the label on it, and what does it mean, and you just diminish that light and the spark and inspiration. Allow things to flow and let go of, and see where it takes you. Set the love, enjoyment and inspiration as you go, if that helps. Let's clarify the inspiration. And we got, I feel your innate sense of truth. Develop open-mindedness. So there's no one way to love, or being in love, or experience love. Be open-minded. and be surprised what comes on your way. There's a big shift happening in terms of the values, how you might, I have the feeling you might meet or have met somebody who will shift that perception or opinion about love. So there's a interesting vibe with that one. There's definitely a change happening. Maybe perhaps you meet somebody who's very free-spirited, or already have, and they're just, you know, hard as it may be, for Capricorns who like structure and control, and to just not knowing and being free, open-minded and letting go. That's completely opposite. Unless you have Aquarius or some other aspects in your chart. If you're pure kind, pure Capricorn, that might be challenging. Alright, let's wrap it up and see the last decan of Libra season for you, which is 13th of October until the 22nd of October. And you got Lemon. And Lemon is access innovative thinking. Be open-minded, innovative. Let love inspire you and make those shifts and changes what is needed to do to enjoy and feel the spark of life and love again. If things in your existing relationship has lost the spark and inspiration and love and passion, then do something different, like spark things up again. See what you can do, and if it's a new person entering to your life, then they definitely come with a big, like, fireworks and say, hey, rules, what rules? Yeah, let's do this way, and you're like, what, wait. That's how I see this energy playing out, and let's clarify that one for you. And you got forgiveness. So forgiveness, trust brings a message. Trusting yourself is often harder than trusting others. Don't worry if you get this wrong. The consequences will not be as bad as you think. That's the letting go of... so forgive yourself, like through the experimenting and allowing things to flow and loosen up a little bit those controls. You allow things to actually play out the way and being creative and playful. And if things don't work out the way, if you don't have expectation, first of all, I'm not saying that, you know, don't have any, you know, values and, you know, expectations, but be flexible, be open-minded, because sometimes things change and you evolve, and set of structure may not work anymore, and you need to reevaluate where you stand. What is love for you, right? That's the mindset what you have about love and its previous experiences. If you haven't had really good experiences in the past, do you allow that to actually stand on your way to actually experience love? For example, if you haven't had very good experience before, are you stopping the flow and saying, I never love again? Really? Why not? So it's just kind of like allow people to love you and respond and love them back unconditionally. Allow them to love you. And allow yourself to love others, even if you will. Don't be afraid making mistakes. Even if you make a mistake, you learn. And besides, loving somebody, how bad can it be if you allow somebody to love you and you love them back and experience happiness? Well, I leave it up to you to think about that. Let's wrap it up for you, the Libra season. Oh, you got two. Okay, I'm taking them. I tended to take one, but I take two. Always do your best. This is this card here. Don't overdo. Always do your best, but don't overdo. When you overdo, you deplete your body and go against yourself, and it will take you longer to accomplish your goal. That's number one. And the second one here is always do your best. Surrender and let go. Let's go. Double message. Let go of the past. We already talked about it. Whatever life takes away from you, let it go. When you surrender and let go of the past, you allow yourself to be fully alive in the moment. Letting go of the past means that you can enjoy the dream that is happening right now. So this is exactly what we talked about. So forgive for yourself and others from the past. Let go of the past hurts and reassess your values about love, and allow love and practice unconditional love, and allow the love to come into your life, and believe in love as well. That's all I have for you, and hello Taurus Suns, and this is your reading for Libra season. We are looking at the relationships, significant relationships, relationship patterns, love values and what you desire, and throughout this season. And I will look 3 different time frames, which is like throughout the season, the start, middle and the end. So the first time frame is 23rd of September until 2nd of October. Let's see what is the energies that the Libra season is bringing or activating for you. And it is a flow, understanding that everything happens the way it has to, and everything is in the flow, and you cannot control life's events. You can only control how you deal with them. It's easier to go with the flow with the life challenges you. Emotions can overflow unless you release them. So it talks about how instead of reacting to the things that are happening in your life, it's more about how you respond, and allow things to flow naturally, and understand that everything has its purpose. Everything has its purpose, every relationship has its purpose, and the situations in your life, and in trying to find the best response possible instead of just plainly reacting to the triggers that events or people bring up in your life. Let's clarify the flow for you. And it's a chakra balance card, and it says the only illusion is separation, that everything is connected, all the events, people in your life, and as you know, perhaps you have heard 6 degrees of separation, that everything is somehow connected in your life, in your experience, and it just needs to just play out like I love to say the domino effect, that it's designed to activate and the growth within yourself and change, and therefore it's very important to go with the flow rather than go against it, because then it's more when I say to go against it, what I actually mean is that allow things to play out and still stand to your ground and for your values in the relationships, and not that going with the flow doesn't mean that you are like, yeah, whatever you say dear, not this way. It stands clear what your values are, know who you are, where you want to go, and see how things and what situation come to your life, and then respond and make your choices accordingly. but you cannot control how other people show up in your life or what they do. The only thing what you can do is control your responses and what you say, and you know, shape your life with your choices. So going with the flow is actually seeing the point of view, making your decisions accordingly what is presented to you, but instead of like just reacting, responding and seeing and calculating and balance out all, or weighing out all the options what you have. That's what I'm trying to say. Alright, let's have a look the 3rd of October until the 12th of October. Taurus. Gut instincts. So use your gut instincts to make those decisions. Intuition, knowing, sensing and trust. Trust the flow, trust yourself, trust your instincts. Let's clarify this one for you. And you got use equanimity to calm your emotions. So stay calm, whatever is happening. The best way is to trust your instinct, stay grounded, stay calm, and you know, keep your emotions balanced and respond rather than react. And let's see, the 13th to 22nd of October, how the Libra season is wrapping up for you before you enter into Scorpio season. And you got lavender, and it says body, mind, soul connection. So focus on those connections what come. There is different kind of connections in your life, but the best ones is balanced ones where you can connect on physical, mental and emotional and soul level. So that's most important. Trust your instinct in judging those relationships. Go with the flow. We are all connected in one way or the other. The events are connected, relationship, because yesterday's relationships are creating your today's reality and your experience, and shapes the choices what you make today, because through those experiences you have learned what you like, what you don't like, and what you want to change. So give thanks to those who have been, and open up and allow the new to flow into, new relationship to flow in, and also change within existing relationships to flow, and know that you are actually connected in many more ways, even if sometimes it's just, you know, you can't see it, like intangible. Feelings are intangible, you can't touch it, you can feel it. So it's not only actions what count, but also like how you feel counts. That's what I'm trying to say. Sometimes how somebody makes you feel gives another layer of a relationship, but then you need to look why you feel this way. There is a saying that or actions speak volume, or actions speak louder than anything else. Well, there's other levels, is one of the levels, and with your gut instinct you add another, the mental, and because we're using a mental space to actually decode the information what we collect with all the senses what we have, 5 senses, what we collect and decode that. Let me clarify. Anger. Even though you are bursting inside, you need to remain calm. Dig deep and find the strength to activate the self-control that lies within you. So there is some sort of relationship or situations in your life that make you angry. But it's important to understand that everything is you can't control other people's actions and what they do, what they think, how they express. The only thing what you can do is to actually control yourself and do the best what you can in a given situation, given relationships. It doesn't help to, because anger is response to the any kind of trigger, mental, emotional, physical even, but step back and look what's happening. Use your intuition to judge. Try to see the bigger picture. Alright, I'm gonna wrap it up for you. The reading with the extra message for Tauruses. And this one is, whoop. Be impeccable with your word. Manifest your true intentions. And regardless what language you speak, your intent will manifest through the words. What you dream, what you feel, and what you really are will all be manifested through the words. Assess all the levels of your being, mental, emotional, spiritual, physical, to actually assess where you are right now in your life and in your relationship, and what you want to manifest, and put it out and express that through your actions, through your words. Allow things to flow. Use more the gut instinct to see deeper on the events and relation what you have in your life and why they manifest and why they're there and what they're showing to you, what they're mirroring back to you. That's all I have for you today, and I'll see you next time. Hello, my Virgo sons. Welcome. This is your reading for Libra season. I will do the reading in the 3 sections. I divided the whole season into 3, so we'll look at what the Libra season brings in, how it grows and transforms into the new Scorpio season. So let's see the energy, what is topic energy, what is brought in with the Libra season for you, and it's food. What is no longer sustaining you in your life? Where do you see yourself in the food chain, and is the life abundant? Are you lacking in any area? This season is looking at how you're looking after yourself. Are you nurturing yourself enough? Are the situation, relationships and beliefs and values serving the best interest for you, for your best interest? So this is actually looking into that areas and clearing up what no longer serves you. So what you're consuming, how you think, the thoughts, your surroundings, is it actually for your best interest and well-being? So you are reassessing those things. Vulnerability. And throat chakra, showing vulnerability is a sign of strength, not weakness. So being able to say things that are what you really truly feel and speak your truth is actually strength rather than weakness. So if something is not actually working in your best interest, you need to vocalize that, you need to express that to other people and to yourself as well. So let's see the middle bit, which is the 3rd of October until the 12th of October. And being honest with yourself and others, truth, transparency, sincerity and communication. So working on throat chakra and honesty. So you really need to be honest and communicate your truth to others. And understand it first. Understand it for yourself, what is true to you, and then transparently communicate. Because without transparency, the others, they can't guess what you think or feel, and where you're coming from. It's your job to make it happen and show them your truth. The key is yours. She's holding a key to her throat chakra, so it's the key is in you. Okay, and here she's holding an apple, so you are choosing what you're doing with your truth, and you know how you nurture yourself and how you make things happen and how you communicate. So let's see, let's clarify. Take responsibility for every thought and feeling. It can affect the whole universe. So make sure that you take a responsibility how you feel for yourself and others, and know how your feelings and thoughts can affect the whole reality what you're creating. So let's have a look how the season will end for you. So this is a time frame from 13th of October until the 22nd of October. And that's great. Learn to scan your body. See how your thoughts and communication and needs affecting your physical health and body and physical reality. Let's clarify. Discretion and friendships are fantastic when there is equality in the relationship. Maybe it's time to undertake a quick audit of your friendships to ensure they are reciprocal, that they are on the same level, that it's all balanced. So all the relationships, just make sure that everything is balanced for you. 50-50. Both ways. Different ways, but both ways. Both people are putting in the effort and work for the relationship. And let's tie up with the final message for you. And be impeccable with your word, create a beautiful dream. And it says, your word can create the most beautiful dream, or your word can destroy everything around you. Impeccability of the word only creates beauty, love, and heaven on earth. So that said, it's important to assess where you stand. Is everything working for your best interest and others? Are your relationship healthy? Are your values supporting creating a healthy relationship? Are your beliefs supporting creating healthy relationships? Are you showing your vulnerability to others? That do you believe that the vulnerability can be your strength? Or do you believe showing vulnerability shows weakness? That's the first question. How you nurture yourself and your relationship. Number 2. Are you honest with yourself and others? Number 3. So see how everything, your thoughts, your actions affect your physical health and physical reality and your relationships. And also it's time to actually re-evaluate all your values and know that you have the power to create or destroy relationships. You also have the power to nurture those relationships with beauty and love, or destroy, and you can create the life exactly the way you want it. So that is all I have for you. So hopefully that assisted you, and I will see you next time.